Do we really need any more add-ons? What's going on, everybody? Midnyte back again with another daily video, and today I'm actually going to be doing a little commentary on a video that Mystical did on his YouTube channel. And the reason why I wanted to comment on it is because it brings out some good discussion about the philosophical issues and the functionality issues of World of Warcraft add-ons. So I just want to say, before I say anything, the old cliche, if you don't know who Mystical is, he created Deadly Boss mods and maintains Deadly Boss mods to this day, which is the cornerstone World of Warcraft add-on that everyone has used. I currently use Bigwigs, but a lot of people still use DBM, and it's a fantastic add-on. Mystical is a pillar of the World of Warcraft community as well as the add-on community. I think that he's a great person and an asset to World of Warcraft in general, and we need 1,000 more people like him. However, in this video, I'm not going to watch it and clip it and go frame by frame. I think that's kind of boring right now. I'll link the video, and I urge you to subscribe to his channel and watch his content. I think he's a great content creator. However, he makes a couple of missteps in his philosophy, and obviously he's biased because he's an add-on creator. And I actually did have a chance to comment on his video, and you can see where I disagree with him, but I wanted to elaborate further. The first thing that he commented on was an add-on called AVR, which was introduced during Icecrown Citadel in Wrath of the Lich King. And what AVR could do was, before you could put up raid markers, AVR, you were able to actually draw on the floor and have your entire raid team that had the add-on downloaded. You could draw on the floor with different colors and say healers stack here, tanks will go here, ads go here, and then you can set those markers to disappear, and then you can have new markers reappear during different phases or segments of the fight. So it was basically, think of it as like a playbook in the NFL, where you can see the other team's playbook and go, okay, here's what the boss is going to do, here's what we're going to do. And during the fight, it was like an etch-a-sketch on the floor. It was 100% not what Blizzard intended. And in this video, Mystical states that, hey, all AVR did was put up flares, and then Blizzard disabled it and then added raid flares to the game. That's not 100% true. But the AVR add-on experience is shaping Blizzard to this day, even though that happened over 14 years ago. And in this instance, Blizzard doesn't want add-ons to do certain things. They want the players to figure out the mechanics themselves through communication, coordination, and planning. And a lot of these add-ons and weak auras are not allowing players to do that. It's just doing the work for them. It goes back to what I said in my previous video, where they want add-ons to be informational, customizable, but not computational. And I also made a second comment where essentially Mystical stated that if Blizzard were to get rid of an add-ons functionality, then they should just add that add-ons functionality into the base game. Once again, I disagree with that notion. I disagree with that notion because sometimes they don't want that functionality in the game, period, much like AVR. To this day, they have not allowed anyone to do what AVR functionally could do, which was to draw out a playbook and you could download profiles. Like, a lot of people don't know this, but the only reason why I ever downed Putricide was because my guild used AVR, and then 2 weeks later they got rid of it, and we had a hard time killing Putricide, again because of the fact that, you know, we were so reliant on this add-on to tell us where to go. And obviously Brood Twister is the specific add-on, a specific fight that is the example for this type of issue where it basically add-ons and weak auras tell you where to stand and what eggs to break. Blizzard doesn't want you to do that. They want you to think on the fly and figure out how to do this stuff very quickly. Now, if you didn't have a weak aura to tell you what eggs to break and where to stand, they could actually make the mechanic a little bit more forgiving because they know that you need a little bit more time. And I think that's going to lead to a better overall raiding experience, where instead of having these mechanics be so punishing because they know an add-on's going to tell you what to do, when to do it, and which person needs to do it, they can make that mechanic a little bit more forgiving, knowing that you have to spend a little bit more time talking and communicating and thinking, as opposed to letting the add-on do it for you. And I hope that they move in this direction, because I think we will have a renaissance in raiding. And I also think that one of the unintended consequences is a lot of people that are mythic raiding right now may not be qualified to raid. They may not. A lot of those guilds right now that are maybe 6 out of 8 or 7 out of 8, maybe they're only 3 or 4 out of 8. Maybe they're not even mythic guilds without a lot of these add-ons. Maybe they only get 1 or 2 bosses down. But I do feel like this is a step in the right direction. And I do feel that we as players are responsible for the culture of the game. And Blizzard also has a right to tell us how they want bosses to be defeated. You know, we can't exploit, we can't do things that exploit the game. And we shouldn't. And lastly, one final note, Mystical actually does make a really great point towards the end, is that there should be a little bit more communication with the add-on developers and Blizzard, so that way they can figure out, okay, how are you breaking this add-on, or here's some examples of things we'd like to do. Is there, how would you guys use your weak auras or your add-ons to figure this part out, so that way maybe we can make the mechanic more challenging, but also have add-on functionality to overtake that mechanic. So he does make a good point towards the end, but I just wanted to kind of point out the philosophical disagreement that I have with the fact that people want add-ons to do the work for them. And what it basically comes down to is, Mystical asks a question, why do people want add-ons to do this functionality? The question is very simple, because they don't want to work as hard. They want to take the path of least resistance to kill this boss. And Blizzard doesn't want you to do that. They don't want you to take the path of least resistance. They want you to actually fight these bosses and beat them with your own ingenuity. And that's skill. That's skill, and that takes effort. And I think right now we're kind of in an era of allowing these add-ons to just do all the work for us. And I don't think that's a good thing for the game. I don't think it's a good thing for raiding either. And yeah, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe.